Good afternoon, everyone. Are you looking to better your health and financial future? Well, you're in the right place. We invite you to discover Immunotec with us today. Good afternoon. My name is Alberto Vogt. I'm Regional Sales Manager for Immunotec in the United States, and I welcome you to this broadcast for our Immunotec presentation. To start off today, I'm going to show a little video as an introduction of our Immunotec opportunity.
First of all, thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk to you today. I am Mauricio Domenzin, the CEO of Immunotec, and you're probably wondering why Immunotec? Who is Immunotec? We're currently in 10 countries with plans to expand into new markets. Immunotec is in the top 100 direct selling companies in the world and is growing rapidly. Our goal is to be ranked in the top 50, not to be the biggest, but to be the best. To offer a genuine opportunity to touch as many lives as we can, which so far is over 2 million. Immunocal, our flagship product, is backed by over 40 years of scientific research and has been sold for over 20 years. Every month, we sell over 5 million servings of Immunocal. Immunocal is the most important supplement that you will ever use, as it raises glutathione, your body's master antioxidant, and makes you stronger, smarter, and healthier. Immunocal is a great product. In Immunotec, you have the opportunity of sharing the products that you love. And when you do so, you have an opportunity to earn an extra income. And some have been able to enjoy nice quality of life from generous commissions of our compensation plan. You can sign up as a customer, but the best way to get the products and experience the benefit of Immunocal is to sign up as a consultant. Whether you have big goals or you are here to make an extra income, Immunotec is here to help. When you join Immunotec, you became part of the Immunotec family. There's going to be a great leadership team to help you. Get ready to be celebrated as we travel the world together to recognize your achievements. We believe in the power of people and the power of your potential. Every small victory matters, and we will celebrate you every step of the way. Living better is our DNA. And we are excited for you to join us in this journey of living better. I am Mauricio Domenzin, and I am Immunotec.
Well, a nice welcome to all of you, especially those that are guests today, invited by an Immunotec consultant. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today. And Immunotec is a wonderful business opportunity, a great opportunity for wellness and financial success. Immunotec was originally founded in Canada. Immunotec has now an international presence in 10 countries around the world, as you can see on your left of the screen. Everything started in Canada, then we opened in the United States, Mexico, United Kingdom, Ireland. Then we opened in the Dominican Republic, followed by Guatemala, Colombia. And last year, we started in Peru and also in Spain. We currently have 3 corporate offices, one in Montreal, where everything started. From there, we operate all the research and development of our product line. Then we have offices in Mexico City, where we operate the businesses of Mexico, Central and South America, and the Dominican Republic, and our corporate headquarters, global headquarters in Houston, Texas, where we operate the business in the United States, Canada, and Europe as well. And we have over 40 years of research and over 20 years of international sales. Immunotec offers a solid opportunity for your health and wellness, as I said before, and of course, a financial success, and everything led by our CEO, Mauricio Domenzin, a visionary, someone who really truly believes in our business opportunity and most importantly, in our product line, which improved with the health of so many people. Now, in order for us to understand a little bit more about the science of our flagship product, Immunocal, I would like to introduce someone who's been with the company for over 20 years now, someone who was the first to reach the highest level in our organization, the platinum level in the United States, and someone who's a dear friend and that also has impacted the lives of thousands of people throughout his career. So with us, we have Mr. Jim Spencer, Platinum from Immunotec. Jim, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
Perfectly. Take it away. Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you very much for that introduction, Alberto. I heard about Immunotec quite by accident, like many people do. In fact, it's amazing to me that I even stumbled into it. You can actually go through life and never hear about it because it's not really advertised. You won't see us on television or radio, hear us on the radio, or see us in a newspaper. It's all word of mouth. And someone approached me actually it's 22 years now, and asked me to do an advertising campaign for this new product that was going to come into the United States from Canada. And when I asked, well, what is it? The most I could get out of them was that it was a white powder and everybody that eats it feels better. So I had a little bit of hard time wrapping my head around that one because a white powder in New York City didn't have a real good meaning in those days. But I traveled up to Canada after I read some of the information. I became entranced with the science. So let's show the next slide. And the person that I met at that time was Dr. Gustavo Bunos. And I feel somewhat privileged that Gustavo spent a lot of time with me, going into great detail about glutathione therapy. Actually, I took many, many trips up to Montreal, and very fortunate to have had that education. But today, we're going to give you just a brief overview. I later on met Dr. Conshaven. Patricia worked along with Dr. Bunos in the late 70s and early 80s, doing the research on this remarkable protein, which eventually became known as Immunocal. And they found spectacular results in the in vitro and in the animal studies, and then later in the human studies. So much so that after years of testing and publishing papers on it, they became recognized with some very strong patents. And the patents were unusual. They were method of use patents. These are considered pharmaceutical patents and very hard to get, very expensive to get. But it led to establishing the science background of Immunocal and then later on Immunocal Platinum. Let's go into the next slide and I'll give you a little bit of an overview. The secret of Immunocal is the fact that it has the right combination of very specific amino acids, and one very, very critical one. You'll notice on the left side of the screen that there's 3 amino acids, glycine, glutamate, and cysteine. They have to be actually simultaneously in your bloodstream. This allows them to travel to the cells that need to make glutathione. I oftentimes describe glutathione as a gatekeeper. And you know, a gatekeeper opens up the gate to let things in, and then it closes the gate to keep things out. And that's very much how glutathione functions. It helps to keep bad things out of the cell. And if certain bad things develop inside the cell, such as oxyradicals, it helps to kick them out of the cell, so to speak. Now, when I first began to understand this through the help of Dr. Bunos, I searched through medical books and medical encyclopedias. I could barely find anything on glutathione. I found 2 sentences in a medical encyclopedia. But now, if you were to go to PubMed.gov, which is the compilation of scientific research papers, you'll find that there are in excess of 145,000 papers published on glutathione. So it's now an overwhelming interest in the scientific community. And it's starting to bleed through to the medical community. Now that he opened up the research capability, peer-reviewed scientists all over the world began to take notice of it. And so it's led to this explosion in research. But getting back to the amino acids, the one critical one, and this is the one that is very much important, is cysteine. Cysteine is the critical ingredient to the formation of glutathione. The cysteine that's in Immunocal is quite unique. It has an extra layer of protection. It doesn't break down inside the stomach. And so it goes through into the intestines, into the bloodstream, circulates through 25,000 miles of arteries. And any cell that needs to make glutathione now has the ability to do so. Now, with all the thousands of papers, we could talk for hours about it, but I just got a few minutes. So I'm going to tell you the four major things that glutathione can do, starting with the immune system. And a good way to remember these four things is the acronym IDEA. The I stands for immune system, the D stands for detoxification, the E stands for energy, and the A stands for antioxidant. So immune function. Now, we didn't know this 40 years ago. In fact, there's still doctors that don't know it today. Your immune system cannot function without glutathione. Glutathione gives your body the ability to produce the very important CD4 and CD8 T cells. Now, that means that your body can now make killer cells to kill different types of bacterial and viral infections. But it also enables the suppressor T cells to control the immune system so that your immune system doesn't go crazy and overwhelm and start attacking your body. So it's extremely beneficial for immune system function to be able to have sufficient glutathione so that you can make the T cells when you need them. Very, very important. And particularly in this day and age when there's so many things that are attacking us. The letter D stands for detoxification. We actually have so many different things that are getting into our bodies today. You've got things in the air that you breathe. You've got toxins that are in the food that you eat, in the water that you drink. There's heavy metals. It goes on and on and on. And unfortunately, unless you have sufficient glutathione, you're not able to get these things out of your body. And the most critical place for glutathione happens to be inside your liver. Your liver holds up to 62% of all the glutathione in your body. So people that smoke or drink heavily, they're going to burn down glutathione levels in their liver, and they'll be more susceptible to a buildup of toxins. In fact, we have diseases nowadays that are just simply caused because of too much toxicity. Things like Gulf War syndrome and multiple chemical sensitivity. These are when your body's got just too much stuff building up, and that's what glutathione is good for. It helps to get these things out of your body. So very important. In the medical arena, there is a drug called N-acetylcysteine that is actually used. It's either put in a drip or an injection for someone that has overdosed certain types of drugs, and it helps elevate the glutathione in the liver so it can detoxify the toxins in the liver and help you survive these type of overdoses. Let's talk about the third one, the letter E, and this stands for energy. Now, for some years now, energy has been something that's been quite desirable by the American public, and it's branching out worldwide. You go into a 7-Eleven and you'll see an entire wall full of energy drinks in the refrigerators. Mad Dog, Red Bull, Monster, Venom. These type of energy drinks are really not creating energy, but actually helping you to lose some of your adrenaline function. And you got to be careful with them because a little can have 40 times the caffeine of a cup of coffee. But if you do the research, you'll find that energy begins inside the cells. And Glutathione helps the mitochondria, which is really your battery source, to work more efficiently and more effectively. In fact, one of the first things that we hear people tell us after they start raising their glutathione levels is, wow, where did all this energy come from? One man called me and he says, you know, there's something wrong with me. I take a nap every day at 2 o'clock, and I haven't been able to take my nap all week. I said, well, that's a good thing. You got extra couple of hours every day to do some things that you want to do. But that is part of the benefits of glutathione. With the mitochondria working better, it's going to help the energy go up. And that's really a part of quality of life. When you age, unfortunately, you begin to lose glutathione levels quite dramatically in your 40s and 50s. And by the time you get into your 60s and 70s, you could be dragging around. Lower glutathione levels, lower energy. It's just that simple. So the last one, antioxidant, you could also add a anti-aging, because if you have extreme antioxidant inside of the cell, then it helps the cell stay alive longer. Because it's protected against damaged DNA, and it's protected against being invaded by carcinogens and other things. In fact, when it comes to antioxidants, they've never found anything more potent in the body than glutathione. The other benefit is that glutathione, being the gamma sulfhydryl grouping, is able to produce hydrogen. And so when other free radicals come in contact with glutathione, or even come near glutathione, it passes a hydrogen molecule over to it and helps neutralize it. And if an exhausted vitamin comes into proximity, it helps by passing a hydrogen molecule back to it and restoring it. So vitamin C and vitamin E, these vitamins that normally only stay in your body for a couple of hours, it can be there recycled and recharged for hours and hours every day, as long as you're inputting your body with the nutrients, with the fuel, with the food, with the precursors that allow you to build back your glutathione levels. Once glutathione reduces, you simply have to recharge it by certain nutrients. And that's the beauty of Immunocal. Immunocal has these remarkable combinations. Now, the benefits of glutathione add up to some remarkable things. In fact, in Canada, they actually gave an NPN number specifically to allow Immunocal to make certain claims. And you'll notice that it says that they can help you maintain a strong immune system. Very important. And in fact, this is right on the box. Of course, we put an asterisk for the United States because you put a disclaimer that the FDA has not examined these statements, and so this product is not designed to diagnose, treat, or cure disease, which is done pretty much on all natural products. But in Canada, they felt very comfortable in saying that it supports the production of antibodies, and how critical that would be in this day and age. Also, it helps increase muscle strength and enhance performance when combined with regular exercise. And these were statements that had to be proven with clinical studies. In young people, we found it was raising their performance and their muscular strength by 10, 13, even 15% within 90 days. And when we did a study with elderly people between the ages of 66 and 88, they had a 10% growth in muscular strength within 4 months. And it takes 10 years to lose 10% of your muscle strength as you age. Imagine getting it back in 4 months. So being able to increase energy, being able to increase physical performance, who does not want that? And that's why, frankly, we've seen such remarkable support in the science arena. There's been over 64 published research studies by world-class doctors and scientists. We can say that Immunocal uniquely was the first natural product put into the drug catalog of the PDR. Imagine the physician's desk reference has Immunocal listed, and the Canadian version, or the CPS, as well. So friends, you're not going to find a more unique natural product anywhere in the world. with 43 years of scientific research and more on the way. There's numerous studies right now dealing with everything from autism to brain support. There's ALS. These are all things that are ongoing. So that gives you a very great comfort level of knowing you have probably the best product in the world for your immune system.
Thank you so much, Jim. Great information about our product Immunocal. And so we invite everyone to go into our website, www.immunotech.com, find more information about Immunocal and our other products, or talk to the person who invited you today to give you more information, because everybody needs Immunocal, and it is the most important supplement you will ever use. So thank you so much, Jim, for this fantastic presentation.